Namo Phat. Thanks for joining me for a daily practice check-in. Listen, listen, listen. This beautiful sound calls us back to our true home. The fourth mindfulness training. Aware of the suffering caused by unmindful speech and the inability to listen to others, I vow to cultivate loving speech and deep listening in order to bring joy and happiness to others and to relieve others of their suffering. Knowing that words can create happiness or suffering, I'm determined to speak truthfully with words that inspire self-confidence, joy, and hope. I will not spread news that I do not know to be certain and will not criticize or condemn things of which I am not sure. I will refrain from uttering words that can cause division or discord, or that can cause a family or community to break. I'm determined to make all efforts to reconcile and resolve all conflicts, however small. For Dharma lessons, we've been reading Beginning Our Day, Volume 2 by the monastics of Abhayagiri Monastery. Today we're reading Applying a Wholesome Attitude by Lumpur Vasano. Yesterday, Ajahn Sunyamo gave us a reading about sweeping leaves, how sweeping can be an integral part of our practice. His reading came from a book detailing the practices of Ajahn Payne's monastery. It's a big monastery with large open areas, so every day, everyone goes out to sweep. In his monastery, sweeping is part of the practice and training. That's the way it should be for us as well. And not only with sweeping. All the various chores, duties, and responsibilities we have are part of the training. They're not simply things to fill the time or excuses to take a break from practice to get something practical done. Rather, they allow us to examine the attitudes we bring to the activities we perform and to evaluate the way we spend our time. How do we spend our time? Do we spend it thinking about ourselves and resenting anything that impinges on our preferences, views, and opinions of how we imagine things should be? Or do we spend our time engaged in what we do with generosity and kindness, with a sense of relinquishment? Do we put energy and effort into our chores and duties? Or do we try to slide by, thinking to ourselves, if people see me moving around the place, maybe they won't notice that I'm not really getting much done? These are some of the attitudes we might bring to our practice. It's helpful to skillfully engage with these attitudes because they can give rise to unwelcome, problematic moods. Once a mood like that does arise, if we're engaged with what's going on, we can respond with an energetic attitude, asking ourselves, how can I shift this mood in a positive way? May all beings be well. May all beings be happy. May all beings be peaceful. Namo Phat. Thanks so much for joining me today.